Teachers make you learn different things if you don't know them.
You don't have teachers. Then we can't get smart.
Introduction, but
Perfect.
they're super excited, so I'm gonna let them just say hi for a minute.
How's baseball like when you play it?
Hold on, well wait. That can be one of your questions in a minute there, Christopher. Hold your horses. I looked you up and you were born in 1997.
Yes, I was.
Actually, my husband looked you up, but he's a huge baseball fan. Huge. We like the St. Louis Cardinals, but we've been to some Rays games. My mom lives in Florida.
Oh,
So
very nice. Very nice.
yeah.
I'm getting acquainted to the area.
Well, it'd be probably pretty easy to get acquainted to when you moved from Indiana.
Yeah. Yes,
We have had the sunshine this week, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been nice. Yeah. All right, you guys, you ready to do our intros?
Yes.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started.
All right.
Welcome to the Because I Had a Teacher podcast, episode 6. I'm Deacon. I'm Abel. I'm Cole. And I'm Chris.
And I'm Mrs. Tinkler, their second grade teacher and co-host of the Because I Had a Teacher podcast. Today, our special guest is who?
Chris. Ryan. Wait, Ryan.
Yeah, you're Chris. Nice try. Ryan Pepiot. And what's special about him?
He's a baseball player.
Oh, yes, we're very excited that he is a baseball player. What team?
Tampa Bay Rays.
Tampa Bay Rays. So we've got a lot of questions. We've been doing some research on you that we're going to want to ask you. But before we do that, the most important question of the episode, it's a...
Would you rather?
Cole's got that for us today.
Would you rather be on the worst team but you're the best player, or you're the worst player and you're on the best team?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would choose the worst player on the best team.
I'll pick that too.
You did pick that. Why would you pick that?
I think baseball, especially, is a team sport. So it's all about cohesiveness and bringing the team together. So I like winning. So I'd rather win a lot and maybe not be the best player than be on a losing team.
Chris, you said that too. Tell him what you said. What was your justification?
I'll be on the worst team.
Worst?
I mean the good team, but the worst player because I can just run, but I won't get. People will pass the ball to me, but I won't actually. I will pass it to people, but
You need your what? You said it earlier. You said I need my team.
Oh yeah, I need my team.
Yeah.
Because if they're good, I don't have to be good because I need a good team instead of me being gooder than my team.
Yeah, and then you could always learn and grow from them too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best teams. What about you guys? What would you pick?
Same thing.
Same thing? All right. Cole?
I kind of want to be on a bad team and be the best player because I want to be popular. I want to when people see me, I want them to go crazy.
That's some good justification.
Yeah, that's good reasoning. You got that.
It
one.
makes sense.
Even he's agreeing.
But then would they even know the team? That would be
nobody watches the bad teams. They only watch the good teams. So you won't even be noticed, even if you're good.
Yeah, that was my rebuttal too. I obviously side with Chris and Deacon and Ryan on this one.
Better and better and better and better. They'll be looking at us.
Right.
No,
but you got to get better. Who you get better by if you're on the worst team?
Team.
But what if they're not good either?
No one.
Yeah, we got to surround ourselves by people that make us
I'm
better.
the worst player. I can train more, so then I can be a good player.
Wow, we could have this conversation all day. This one is really taken off.
That's a good one.
What's next on our agenda? We need Ryan to what?
Tell us a little bit about you.
All right. My name's Ryan. I grew up in Westfield, Indiana. I went to Westfield High School, and then I went on to Butler University. I got drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2019, and I made my first game in the major leagues in May 11th, 2022. And then I just got traded over to the Tampa Bay Rays December 15th or 16th. So I've been moving to Florida. I moved out of Indiana a few years ago and moved to Arizona. So now moving from the West Coast to the East Coast. I'm married. I've been married for 2 years. My wife's name is Lilia, and she's on her way to Florida right now, actually.
That's exciting. You actually shared a little bit in your profile with us
Yep.
that she's a ballerina
Yes.
or was in
Yes.
California.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she graduated from Butler too
Is that
in
cool?
2019, and she went on to be a professional ballerina in Los Angeles. And it worked out that a month later I got drafted to the Dodgers, so we were in the same city.
Well, tell her we'd love to talk to her too.
All right, I can do
shared
that.
that with my class, and we got some excited students.
Okay, I can do that. I'll talk to her when she gets home.
All right, what's next on our agenda for Ryan?
Could you tell us about a teacher that impacted you?
I've had a few teachers impact me, a lot of coaches that were teachers as well. The teachers that impacted me the most are the ones that pushed me to be the best version of myself, and they believed in me. When I was your guys' age, I had some lofty goals and lofty dreams to play professional sports. 1 week it was football, 1 week it was basketball, 1 week it was baseball. And most of my teachers were all on board with that and wanted me to chase my dreams. So I don't even know how to pick one. I would say
It's like me.
Mr. Gilbert, who was my football coach. Let's see, Miss Sondergoth, who was my accounting teacher in high school. She was awesome. She was always like, do whatever makes you happy and whatever makes you not feel like you're working. So if you like sports or if you like broadcasting or whatever it is that you like, go and do that, because then it won't feel like a job.
That's good advice. I feel like that's what I did too. And I'm here with you guys. Yeah, those sound like awesome teachers. And I love how you brought in those coaches too, because coaches are teachers, whether it's like a high school coach who actually has a classroom or someone who just coaches and takes that on as an extracurricular. Like, we can learn so much from those people. Your mom probably had quite a big impact.
Oh yeah. Yep,
on you too.
My mom's a special education teacher in elementary school at Oak Trace Elementary in the Westfield School District. And she had a big impact on me as well. She was always making me do my homework before I could go do anything outside or go see any friends. Always first thing, all right, what homework do you have tonight? Go and do it right now so you can go do whatever you want to do. And she always wanted me to chase my dreams as well. And it was always a blast when I would go after school and go hang out in her classroom with high school getting done a couple hours before elementary school. I get to catch the tail end of elementary school days and hang out with the kids. So that was always fun.
Oh, that is cool. I bet they loved having you. Share with him your little fact about you.
My mom's a teacher too. And what did you like about having a teacher, Mom?
I liked that my mom was home all summer so that I could get rides wherever I wanted to go. If I wanted to go to the pool, she'd take me down to the pool. If I wanted to go to the movies or when I had baseball tournaments or football practice, I always had somebody to take me wherever, and I wasn't home by myself.
That sounds like an answer that my son Will would give.
Yep.
I have a son in middle school.
Yep. Oh yeah, he's gotta love that.
He loves his Uber mom.
Oh yeah. Uber is ready. Uber's ready in 5 minutes. Your Uber will be here in 5 minutes.
And it's free. Yeah.
Yep. No tips involved there.
All right, we're gonna move on to random questions. These questions, some of them they developed as they research you, and some of them they might just ask now after listening to you.
Okay.
So I'll let them take over. Who wants to ask first?
Me.
Okay.
What's your fastest pitch, and did your arm hurt?
No, my arm did not hurt, but it was 98 miles an hour.
Wow.
Holy moly. That is fast. That's really fast. Your arm didn't hurt after that?
No, not after that one. After the game, maybe when I threw 100 pitches, probably hurt a little bit. My arm doesn't hurt too bad after when I pitch; just gets a little sore.
Yep. You've built up that endurance.
I did. I only take about 2 weeks off after the season's over, and then I start building it up. So I'm ready to go.
That's impressive. All right, who wants to ask next? What's your question, Chris?
What is it like in baseball?
Baseball is a lot of fun. Being able to be on playing the Dodgers, so played with some guys like Clayton Kershaw and David Price, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman. Having those guys and sharing a locker room and being on a bus and on planes, traveling all over the country with those guys, it's pretty fun. So I'm excited to hang out with the guys in Tampa and do the same thing. But it's different. You play a game in Colorado, and then next thing you know, after the game, you head to the airport and you hop on a plane, and then you're in Milwaukee, and then the next day you're doing it again. So it's a 162 game season, 185 days. So it's a lot of baseball games in a short amount of time.
That's a lot of traveling. I couldn't imagine. Do you get homesick?
Sometimes. I've been learning to live out of a suitcase because I've been basically doing that for the past 3 years and living in and out of hotels, different apartments. So now, after being in baseball for a few years, I've started to like get a grip on it and understand all what that comes with the territory. So I don't get too homesick anymore. At first, when I first got drafted and moved right away, I moved out. I went up to Arizona, then to Michigan a month later. I got a little homesick that first season.
We gotta let somebody else go. Hold on. Hold your hyper horses.
Chris is eager. He wants to ask all the
Oh,
questions.
he's dreaming. Are you dreaming big over here now? Yeah. He'll get to give you some words of advice. So you just keep hanging on to that dream, okay? All right. Abel, you got a question, don't you?
Do you like your mascot and why?
Do I like my mascot? I haven't met the Devil Rays mascot yet. So I don't even know what he looks like. But we have our Tampa Bay Rays fan fest next weekend, so I'll meet him then.
That's
so
exciting.
I'll get to see him, take pictures and all that fun stuff. Maybe I'll have him sign a ball for me.
That would be cool, wouldn't it? He should get his signature. Maybe you could send us a picture of you with the mascot.
I can do that.
As a follow-up to Abel's question.
I can do that.
You hear that? Yeah. What's another question?
What's your favorite thing to do during practice and why?
Ooh, favorite thing to do during practice. That's a good one. I like to shag in batting practice. So I'm out in the outfield. Since I'm a pitcher, I don't hit. So I go out in the outfield and I try to rob people's home runs.
You rob their home runs?
I try. I haven't done it yet. I've gotten pretty close a couple times, but I try.
They do play games like you guys at practice.
Oh, yeah. We're still, even though we're baseball players and we're professionals, we're still little kids at heart. We're just playing a kid's game. That is our job. So we go out and have fun.
Okay, Chris. Chris, he can't even sit still. He's so excited.
Nope. You're excited.
What is like? I've been watching some baseball players, but when they run and slide on the sand, does it hurt a lot? Like when they run to the metal thing?
It doesn't hurt too bad unless you slide a lot, and then you get what's called a strawberry. And I don't know if you guys have ever fell off your bike or something like that and scraped up your elbow. You get that on like the side of your leg or your knees. So when people do that and they continue to do it, and since we play so many games in so few days, there's not a whole lot of time in between for that to heal. So it kind of just keeps going and keeps getting worse. So luckily I don't have to slide, so I don't have to worry about it. But the other guys, I've seen some gnarly scrapes and scars on them.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
They got some pads for them now, so people will like have knee pads that are under their pants or a thigh pad or something like that.
That's good. I didn't think about it like building up over time.
Oh yeah,
And not
yeah,
being
it
able
builds up.
to.
It builds up, and it's a good thing because a lot of guys have multiple pairs of pants, so they'll go out, slide once, and then they get a little blood on the end of the pants, and they got to go change them. So
Ugh.
it
Yeah.
gets. There's some pretty good ones in there that I've
Yeah.
seen.
That's why I don't
I've seen a
like
couple
it.
that are sized like a basketball on the
I just
side of people's legs.
Oh my gosh.
But sometimes at
That's
soccer,
awful.
people get hurt a lot.
Yeah.
I think in any sport. Well, I think every sport has its.
So goalie people still.
Ronaldo get hurt a lot.
Like any of them, you could get hurt.
Yeah.
There's different things, wear and tear. It depends on the skills that you're practicing and
Because goalies and soccer
what
can hit
the purpose of the game. All right, we're gonna have to move on to our closure. So, if you could give some words of encouragement to teachers and future teachers, what would it be?
I would always say just to believe in the kids and let them figure things out on their own a little bit, and because those are where you'll have the best lessons learned. Let them fail a little bit because you learn a lot more from failure. You don't learn as much when you win a game. I learn a lot more from when I fail and I struggle in a game. And just believing in the kids and having that extra person that believes in you besides obviously their families are always going to believe in them and let them chase their dreams, but having that different voice sometimes can mean a little bit more.
That's really motivating. Like, as a teacher, listening to you say that, even to me, is motivating.
Yeah,
Those
because I
moments
like,
that we support them in risk taking and
Yep.
those productive struggles and building up
Absolutely.
that endurance.
I think that's the best thing because sometimes when you listen to your parents all the time or listen to a coach and you hear it from the same voice all the time, it sometimes can be redundant. But then you hear it from somebody else, it can just add to that extra bit of layer and make it even more impactful.
Yeah, it reignites. All right, advice for any of the kids that are listening. You've got some big dreamers sitting right here in front of you, but there's going to be more that listen to this. What would your advice be?
Continue to dream, enjoy your life because I wish I could go back in time and be y'all's age and go and do it all over again. But have fun. Live your life to the fullest. Chase your dreams. Don't be afraid to fail because you're going to learn a lot more when you fail. And you're going to be able to build upon that. And make sure you have a nice, tight, close-knit group of friends that you can always lean on.
And don't be afraid to fail. That's the biggest thing I just heard him say. We just talked about that this week, didn't we?
Yes.
Don't be afraid to be writing and stuff.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah. Who cares if you spell it wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't be afraid of your ideas. Don't be afraid to try anything. That's what he just said. He just backed that up.
Do everything confidently. Go out there and give 100% in everything that you do, whether it's your schoolwork, whether it's a sport, a musical instrument, whatever might be your interest. Give it your all because at the end of the day, you won't have any regrets if you gave everything that you had.
I love that. All
Actually,
right.
you do get a lot of stuff at soccer.
Yeah, you do. You're great at soccer. You're right, out there at recess. Okay, finish this statement. Because I had a teacher.
Because I had a teacher that believed in me and allowed me to go out and chase my dreams, I've been able to reach the highest level in baseball and have success at it and fulfill my childhood dreams that I dreamed about playing wiffle ball in my backyard.
That is awesome. I cannot wait to show this to my son. I'm going to stop